Hi everybody, so we're back with example 4.5, number 5, in our relative motion and 2D kinematics chapter, and this is not really a continuation of 4.5 question 4. We're dealing with a different object here. We're dealing with a rainbow trout, some sort of a fish, but as you might recall, the last problem ended with us having an average velocity vector that was something something x hat, right, and something something y hat, all right, and we left it just like that, and that's perfectly fine if that's what you want. But this problem asks us to take a vector that's written in that notation, a velocity vector that's written in that notation, and turn it into a speed and direction of motion answer. All that really means is magnitude and direction. That's our theta right there. All right, so while we can play with these values in unit vector notation, eventually at some point we want them to come back into magnitude and direction notation. So that's what we're going to do. So the magnitude of the velocity can be described as the square root of the x hat squared, so 3.7 squared, plus the negative 1.3 squared, the y hat squared as well. All right, 3.7 squared plus negative 1.3 squared. What do we get? I come up with 3.9. Oops, I'm trying to move the page around. I do that from time to time. 3.9. What? Well, remember it's velocity, so it's got to be meters per second. All right, meters per second. That's our magnitude right there, the magnitude of the average velocity. And all we need to know right now is the direction. All right, the direction of the average velocity. Or really, it's just the velocity. So how do we find that? Inverse tangent, right? Inverse tangent of what over what? It's always the absolute value of the y over the x. So it's going to be 1.3 over 3.7 right here. So I'm keying this in as we speak. 1.3 over 3.7, 19.3. I'm going to just round it to 19. 19 degrees. Degrees what? Well, we have a positive x and we have a negative y. All right, so that means it's going down in that direction right there. Positive x, negative y. So it's going to be 19 degrees south of east. That's going to be our direction right there. So if we wanted to write out the full answer, that means our velocity, keep writing average velocity, it's really just velocity. The velocity vector for an object is 3.9 meters per second. That's our magnitude at 19 degrees. This is our direction south of east, or below the positive x-axis. That's it. Example 4.5, number 5, magnitude and direction.